Hello, I just want to share with you my homemade cyclone shop vac upgrade. Um, I've been planing some wood on the deck, and I had an accident because I was brushing my finger with all the wood chips, and I cut my finger. So I bit the bullet and decided that it'd be worthwhile to make one of these. You can purchase these, the ones made by actual companies. They're about $100, but I didn't think it was worth the money. Relatively, really, the most expensive parts of this whole cart are the wheels, as you know how much casters can be. At first, I guess I'll just share with all the mistakes I made to get this going, so you guys won't make them. At first, I only had one 5-gallon can there, and I had the same system, the 5-gallon can, with the input coming there and the output coming at the top, just there. And what that was doing is, I guess the two were too close together, and it was pretty much going straight from the input straight into the shop vac, and it wasn't really dropping any material into the bin. So then I guess I had to reverse it. Another thing was, I tried just for ease, I put the first hole on the side, coming up the side, but again, it really has to come up through the top. I guess that's what causes the cyclone to happen. The other few mistakes is, I originally had used a larger bin, a plastic one like that, and the shop vac will actually cause this to suction in, and it will bend inwards. So you really have to go with a metal garbage can. I also had initially put in the bottom of this sloped drain, kind of like a funnel. You can see it here. I've taken it all out, but originally that was kind of part of the whole system. That was sitting inside the 5-gallon can, and the hole coming out was about 2.5 inches, but still that ends up just clogging up, and it just fills up the cyclone coming up, and it just doesn't drop in. So I've done quite a lot of planing already, and you can see it works quite well. It's filled up about halfway, and the rigid here, I don't have a bag in there, which I should put in, but it's fairly empty, pretty reasonable. So really, there's nothing much to it. I mean, I think this was probably the most difficult part to do, and all it was a few pieces of ply stacked together, and then getting that hole through there was difficult, but ended up just using a Forstner bit, and then just taking that out by hand at the rear there. Once you get to a certain point, it gets a bit dangerous to keep going with the Forstner bit. And then the rest, just very simple stuff, like using the door seal just to seal that, and it's easy to lift that off and just empty, and it works just like that with no screws holding it down. It's heavy enough, and really it doesn't even need to go on a big cart like this, but I thought it was worthwhile just to have the whole unit together. You could easily have it separate, and you can move them. Or the other more expensive item is, if you do make it stationary, a hose like this, at least in Canada, they are about $3 a foot, so $100 of hose there, just to have it so that I have a stationary cart, with the hose being long enough to go to wherever I need to go. If you have any questions, I guess leave in the comments.